All right, y'all. So I just got from work, went from work directly to the movie theater to watch the movie Greenland 2 Migration. Now, the movie, I'm telling you right now, it was correctly named Migration because that's the crux of the movie. This movie had a lot of other end time movies in it. A lot of pieces of other end time movies in it. But the crux of it is, uh, from the last movie, they built up a little bit of a civilization to where they can simmer down and make a plan for their next move. And that's what they did. They got a little bit of a military, they got a family system, daycare going on, they got a meeting room where they can plan stuff out, send people out to see if there's other civilizations out there, and that's what they were doing. Now, Morena Baccarin's character is part of that council, and let me tell you something, she stepped up in this movie, and I was pretty happy about that. But to say there's cracks in the system is putting it lightly. There's literal cracks in the system which caused the migration because Gerard Butler's character, he noticed there's actual cracks in the place that they're living and they can't stay there for long. So they have to make a plan to go to some other place that they heard about that has a great civilization where they can start the species over again from the last movie, from what happened there. So, like I said, there is a little bit of pieces from other end time movies and even a war movie in this movie. It doesn't go so far as to be like 2012 over the top. It's just a condensed good story, just like it was in Greenland 1, and I like that part. It wasn't over the top like 2012, but it went from, well, I'll say this. You remember how they described Earth in that Disney movie Xenon? How they described Earth, how everybody in the space station was afraid to go to Earth because it had all these horrible storms and you could possibly die on Earth. But then they found out, oh, Earth isn't that bad. I kind of dig it here. That's not what's happening in Greenland, though. What they feared in Xenon was actually happening in Greenland. There was geostorms, thunder clouds. There's the tornadoes and everything else going on. Yeah, it was crazy. Okay, it was crazy. Got tidal waves wiping out stuff. So there's this huge bum rush towards the lifeboats to go from there to France, and from France they can make it to this place that they heard about where they could start civilization over again. So it went from Xenon, and from Xenon it went to Geostorm. From Geostorm it went to San Andreas. San Andreas it went to 1917. There was a whole shootout and everything. It got real dangerous from 1917 to Promised Land. But as Moses found out, it's a cost to get into the Promised Land. I mean, it's all well and good to try to go there, but getting to the Promised Land comes at a real high cost. And it's no different in this movie. Getting to the place that they need to go to start civilization over again, it came at a real high cost. A real high cost. But it was a good movie. I wouldn't say that it's better than Greenland 1, but it is just as good. It was a great pace. There was good action throughout the movie. There was maybe two lulls in the movie, but it was fine. It was fine. Good family moments. There was there was great acting from all the characters, well, except for the son. But everybody else had good acting, especially Morena Baccarin. Like I said, she really stepped up in this movie. I mean, in my opinion, total freaking useless in the first Greenland movie. She was useless. Gerard Butler's character was making it happen. But in this movie, where Gerard Butler, he had a little bit of a sickness going on there, where he couldn't do it, Morena Baccarin's character, she stepped up. And I like that. I like that she stepped up and it made sense. So yeah, there was good acting in this movie. There was a lot of tense moments between a step ladder over a gorge. There was a tightrope situation. There was a ton of shootouts, a hostage situation. It was a lot of stuff that was happening in this movie. It was a lot of stuff. A whole war going on in the movie. Yeah. It was a lot of stuff happening in this movie, so it's not really wanting for action. It was a lot. It was a quite a bit of action in a movie about migration. So yeah, this movie was good. I enjoyed it just as much as I did Greenland 1. So if you are curious about watching this movie, yeah, yeah, you should. My favorite part, like I said, was Morena Baccarin's character redeeming herself and making herself very, very useful in this movie. So yeah, um, Greenland 2 Migration, it did a good job. I'm glad I went from work directly to the movie theater to see it. I was hyped for this movie, and it really didn't disappoint. It was just as good as the first movie. So yeah, that's just my opinion on Greenland 2, and yeah, go out and see it.